Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, I would like to have permission to use a dual language, which in English and also in Bahasa Melayu Sarawak during the ceremony. For your information, kita juga sedang live di FB page Tourism Productivity Nexus. Hi to all the audience in the FB and also in the Zoom. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are welcome our distinguished guests, Yang Berbahagia Dato Abdul Latif Haji Seman, Director General of Malaysia Productivity Corporation (MPC), yang berusaha, Mr. Uzaidi Udanis, Champion Tourism Productivity Nexus (TPN), officers from MOTAC Sarawak and Sarawak Tourism Board, members of media, certificates recipients, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum and welcome to the virtual certificate presentation Malaysia Tourism Excellence MaTex category Homestay for the state of Sarawak 2021. MaTex Business Certification Program is a part of government initiatives in boosting the productivity growth of Malaysia's tourism industry. MaTex is one of 5 sectoral level initiatives under tourism industry in TPN as mandated in Malaysia Productivity Blueprint (MPB) under the purview of MPC. Since 2020, given the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on businesses, TPN COVID-19 adopt and adhere guidelines, Garis Panduan Patuh dan Amal COVID-19 TPN YBhg 19 has been developed and included as part of MaTex. Companies that comply with YBhg 19 are recognized via certificate of compliance from TPN. MaTex was officially launched by the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture on 27th of November 2019. To date, 192 tourism establishments have been certified under MaTex Business Certification Program, and 350 have received YBhg 19 Certificate of Compliance. On behalf of the organizers, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you who are virtually connected. We appreciate you taking time to join us today. Baiklah, sebelum kita meneruskan program pada hari ini, kami mohon semua audience observe for a moment of silence dan sedekahkan Al-Fatihah buat bonda kepada Puan Hajah Jamil Syukri, salah seorang trainer dan certificate recipients kita pada hari ini yang telah kembali ke rahmatullah semalam. Al-Fatihah. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Salam takziah buat hajah sekeluarga serta yang berhormat Datuk Seri Hajah Nancy Syukri, Menteri Pelancongan Seni dan Budaya Malaysia MOTAC. Semoga Al-Rahmah dicucuri rahmat dan ditempatkan di kalangan orang-orang yang beriman. Baiklah. And now, without further ado, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha, Mr. Uzaidi Udanis, Champion Tourism Productivity Nexus, to deliver the welcoming remarks. Mr. Uzaidi, the floor is yours.
Okey, terima kasih Puan Nur Fazila, pengacara majlis hari ini. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia Dato Abdul Latif Haji Seman, Director General Malaysia Productivity Corporation, yang sentiasa membantu kami di industri pelancongan. Officers from the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, MOTAC Sarawak Office, Sarawak Tourism Board, and Malaysia Productivity Corporation MPC HQ, and also the Sarawak Office. Celebrated MaTex certified homestays, Kampungstays owners. Today is your show. Today is your event. And members of media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam produktif in tourism industry. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to welcome to MaTex, or we call it Malaysia Tourism Excellence Business Certification Program Virtual Certificates Presentations for Homestays Owners in Sarawak. Congratulations for your efforts and hard work to be awarded MaTex Certificates of Excellence and adopt and adhere COVID-19 SOP of compliance. Thank you to all our guests this afternoon for taking some time to celebrate these recipients. And I would like to put on record my profound gratitude and appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Dato Abdul Latif Haji Seman, our beloved MPC Director General and his dedicated team at MPC HQ, Putrajaya, and also Sarawak Office for the endless support and assistance rendered to the tourism industry players, especially during this very difficult time for the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, since the establishment of the Tourism Productivity Nexus TPN 3 years ago, there have been countless times that MPC has done above and beyond to increase the productivity growth of the tourism industry. The support has impacted many tourism industry players directly on the ground. We have seen tourism business expanding and growing because what MPC gives all the tools and means to increase the enterprise growth and also the productivity. For example, MaTEx Business Certification program is one of those tools which assists the industry players to achieve the expected standard of quality service and delivery. And this is standard by the players for the players, the one who knows best of what happened in the industry. Yet, without MPC support to activate MaTex Certification scheme, probably we still do not have any industry's entry-level standards and certification program for the tourism business. My appreciation to MOTAC, especially Yang Hormat Menteri Dato Sri Hajah Nancy Shukri, MOTAC Sarawak, and also the Sarawak Tourism Board for the support, for the endless support. And I hope to hear feedback from all the officers on how we can make the program better to benefit the industry players in Sarawak. Not only for the category homestay owners, but to all the industry players in the states. Ladies and gentlemen, I have heard there are some skeptical voices questioning why they need to have their tourism product certified when COVID-19 has stopped almost all the tourism activities nationwide and maybe worldwide. So why there is a need to have a certificate of quality assurance when there is no business, when there is no tourists? Well, guys, I would like to silence these skeptical voices. MaTex Certificate of Excellence is actually the end product of the certification process. What is pertinent is the process that recipient went through to be awarded the certificate. The process of quality improvement, and with this downtime, this is the best time for us to enhance the products, because once the state borders open, revenge tourism, revenge holidays, revenge organ revenge will be happening, and we have seen this at one time when the restrictions was relaxed, and we could see travel domestically following strict SOP. Local tourists are flocking tourist sites and attractions. Those who did not know there are many interesting places locally, suddenly they had this, tak tahu pun ada tempat ini di negara kita. These are the aha moments, exploring what were not explored before. And homestays, villages, and traditional environment were among these attractions. Improvement in the quality of your products and services is actually the winning point to attract local tourists to your tourism business. Ladies and gentlemen, continuous quality improvement is one of the main factors to survive. And I would like to strongly urge all the homestays owners and the kampungstays and all the tourism industry players, do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up and keep surviving. We may need to do other things to survive, like having to put food on the table, doing Grab, selling all kind of things, selling ikan bilis, selling cake lapis, selling all everything during this challenging time. But never put aside your tourism, your core tourism business. Do not let it die. Do not close your homestays. Do not close your kampungstays. Keep surviving by doing little continuous improvements step by steps of your premises. I think the time will come that the tourism will return to its glory. And this truly depends on you, the industry players, the most constant element in the industry. If you stop completely now, we might not return to the tourism, and the industry will lose its players one by one. Subsequently, the industry will take much longer time to recover. we need to recover as soon as possible. And I hope everyone here today are with me and the Tourism Productivity Nexus to ensure the survivability of Malaysia's tourism industry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very stormy weather, but the pandemic shall pass. Right now, we have to play our part, our own role as responsible citizens to flatten the curve of infection. Do not leave home if it's not necessary. Stay at home, avoid crowds, and wash hands regularly, wear masks if you need to go out, and most importantly, when your time comes up to be vaccinated, be there at the vaccination center to take your jab. Forget about these anti-vaccine groups. We know what we want. This is our way out. This is our exit plan of the pandemic crisis. Remember to get vaccinated as soon as possible. Before I end my speech, again, I would like to congratulate all the recipients. We hope to have more programs with homestays owners in Sarawak soon. In fact, we are hoping to have more programs with tourism industry players in Sarawak. Sarawak is the best kept secret for us. We need to be exposed. Do not let it be only secrets. We want it to promote aggressively. Sarawak. This is one of the states with all the uniqueness, beauty, and diversity it can offer. And with that, I would like to thank all of you for your presence and hope you to stay safe. Kita doakan semua supaya vaksin, supaya pandemik ini berlalu dengan secepat mungkin. With that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back to you, Mufazilah.
All right, thank you, Mr. Uzaidi, for the welcoming remarks with the energy, full of energy, of course. Okay, so now I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Dato Abdul Latif Haji Seman, Director General of MPC to deliver the opening speech. Yang Berbahagia Dato, please.
Thank you, Puan Nur Fazila, of course, my friend Encik Uzaidi, Encik Chong, and the many others that the faces are very familiar to me. It is always very comforting, getting to meet up with you people, even though it is something that we are doing it online. Now, you don't have a choice. This is a situation that we are all in. It is part of our, I would say, part of what we call this lockdown. Some call it partial lockdown, but I call it, for myself, is self-lockdown. I have to support the government. Of course, I will have my own ways to break through some of the rules that have been put into place. But I think it's not so much about the authority which are enforcing those rules and regulations. I think it is more about us as individuals that can do to support to really flatten the infection curve caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, I thank everyone for having able to be at this session. I would like to thank, first of all, also the 15 recipients, especially owners and operators of this homestay or Kampungstay. Now, Sarawak is no stranger to me. I was there for 5 years. Sarawak is always close to my heart, even though we have got the South China Sea separating me and also land of the Hornbill. But I never forget Sarawak. I can assure everyone, I can even use it as testimony here to say that one of my best years that I served in the government is my 5 years stint in the state of Sarawak. So I thank everyone for having coming on board. I would like to thank also the Ministry of Tourism and Culture Malaysia. Of course, we have got our Sarawak Tourism Board colleagues from the Productivity Nexus, overseeing the tourism industry. In short, we call TPM, Tourism Productivity Nexus, led by no other than our hardworking friend who never give up, very persevering, very outgoing, Encik Uzaidi, and of course with his team members. So I thank you all again for all the effort that all of you have put in. Now, again, coming back to this initiative that we are doing here, this is another milestone, I would say another step for us to increase the services that we provide, to increase also the quality level, and at the same time also to heighten up the quality bar. All right, that all of us, we need to look into to ensure that our services remain productive and competitive. Now, yes, as what Encik Uzaidi had put it rightly, we are all facing, a very, I would say, uh, severe challenges at this point of time. It's not just affecting the tourism sector, but it's a global kind of phenomena that all of us are, having to sail through. But the fact is, this will be the time also for us to set back a bit and start reviewing, do some self-reflection. At the same time, also look at what are the things that we can do to improve, to revisit the approach, the product, services that we have been rendering out, to our customers, our stakeholders, and all that. This is to ensure that when the MCO is, or when MCO ends, and COVID-19 had also resided, and countries or economies start opening up their borders, I think we are there. We are already prepared. We are readily available with all the services on our top notch, readily prepared to welcome tourists coming over to our centers, premises, or coming over for the services that we provide. Now, I believe all of us have got a role to play. As far as MPC is concerned, the organization that is responsible for productivity improvement, we are in the business of productivity enhancement. We will do whatever possible to ensure that productivity is always growing, and the approach that we are using is to work with everyone, especially the industry, the private sector, fraternity. Now, I believe we can make a lot of difference. We can do more by putting our resources together and march ahead. Whatever circumstances we are in, whatever challenges that we are in, this is part and parcel of life, but we should not give up. I know we have not won the battle yet against COVID-19, but I still feel that eventually it is there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, and I foresee that with this ramp up of this vaccination drive that we are doing, at the same time adhering also to the MCO rules and regulation enforcement which have been put into place, we should be able to really mitigate the situation that we are in. Now, I'm taking this opportunity also to invite members of this fraternity, the Kampungstay and Homestay. I was made to understand through the portal that MPC provide, the Unified Public Consultation Portal, where we provide a platform for industries to provide feedback. What are those regulatory burden that they are facing? When we say regulations here, I'm not just looking into policy, I'm not just looking into rules, regulation. Regulations here to us, anything that regulates an economy. It can be standards, it can be process, it can be procedure, it can be requirement, registration requirement, permit that you need to have. These are all regulatory instruments. Now, do share with us if some of these regulatory, I would say, tools which are in place are considered burdensome, stopping the tourism sector to grow. Because as of today, we have not actually received any feedback or issues being raised through our portal, the UPC portal. You can access the portal through MPC website. We have not got any. At the moment, we have received almost 500, around 500 issues. I think close to 200 issues have been addressed to, where we do analysis, proper analysis, robust analysis. We do assessment on the impact. We look at options. What would be the cost involved if we were to change that? What would be the benefits, to all parties involved, the government, the players, the community, public at large. This is our job, and many of these issues we have escalated not just to Pemuda, the special task force, to facilitate business checked by the Chief Secretary to government and also the industry captain. We have also escalated many of these issues, recommendations that we made to mitigate many of these burdensome regulations even to the Economic Action Council chaired by the Prime Minister. So I would like to seek the support of the tourism players, the tourism fraternity. Please leverage on our Unified Public Consultation Portal, in short UPC. You can visit the portal at upc.mpc.gov.my and lodge in any of your your complaints, your feedback, issues that you may face, and the MPC team will assess, and we will then do the necessary engagement with the relevant regulators, agencies and ministries. And for many of you are aware who have been following the work that we have done through the Tourism Productivity Nexus, in fact, our engagement with the ministry under the able leadership of Dato Sri Nancy Shukri, there are some regulations we have been put, to relax, right? Have been put to relax so that we can support the tourism sector to grow. A requirement where industry players, need to conform to, need to adhere to. We have also asked to be exempted. I think many of you are aware on the need to have physical office, to run your operation, shared spaces and all that, a provision where you need to submit your financial account. This is something that we look at because under the present situation, it may not make sense because everyone is struggling, but we start putting a lot of obstacle, burdensome requirement, which are not helping the industry. So this is something that we do. We advise the government. If there are some regulations which are not making sense, which I would say are creating burdensome rather than facilitating, we propose these regulations to be reviewed. Right? Some we ask to be abolished, and some probably we even need to introduce, to regulate things to ensure that business will continue to grow. So I would not speak long. I think I again would like to congratulate the recipients, especially our friends from Sarawak who are in this business, the Kampungstay and Homestay business. Especially Haji Bila, you are no stranger to me. I could see you, on my screen. Well, I miss Sarawak. I've not been there. It's not just I do not want to be there. I think there are just a lot of obstacles I have to go through. Sarawak government also make a requirement going over to the state. I may be quarantined and all that. And not being a Sarawakian, probably I should also be applying PR status so that I can move easily in and out of Sarawak. So nevertheless, as I've said, thank you everyone again for keeping steadfast, in what you are under the present challenges. Work together, work as a team. Let's share resources. Support the government of the day. The same, I think, for the public sector organization to go closer, right, with the industry. Help them. This is a time that we should not burden them with all the processes, requirement and all that. We should facilitate, make things easy, get the economy to grow. Because when the economy to grow, businesses make money, they make more revenue, government can tax, and these are actually where the salaries of the public servants come from. So we have to support them so that they can also support us. So on that note, again, I thank everyone. I thank Encik Uzaidi and your team, the MPC team, not just from the head office, but also from Sarawak. Also our friends in the tourism fraternity, whether from the government, MOTAC, and also the Tourism Ministry of Sarawak itself, and the Tourism Board of Sarawak, and of course to all the players, owners, operators of the Kampungstay and Homestay for all your support and also working together with us to really ensure that our economy through the tourism sector would continue to grow. I share, all the challenges, difficulty that you are facing, all these years, especially since beginning of last year when the pandemic started, to hit Malaysia and also countries around the world. So again, I wish you all the best. I congratulate you for your achievement. Right? I'm sure you have set yourself to a certain standard where you have been, certified under this Malaysia Tourism Excellence Certification Program. So that would actually put, the level of our quality of our services, product, where we are, that would accommodate, tourists that will be coming over to the facilities that we provide. So on that note, again, thank you everyone. Thank you to the host. I wish everyone a very productive time that you have with your loved ones. Many of us are still being locked down in our premises and all that, but that would not stop us because we have technology that we can still get connected and also enjoy life as what we used to be, but under a different environment. So with that, I would like to pass back to the MC of the program, Fazila, to proceed with the agenda of our session this evening. Thank you again, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay productive. Thank you.
All right, thank you, YBhg Dato, for the fruitful of the opening speech. And of course, we are here in Sarawak missing you presently, of course. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting our time, we present to you the montage on MaTex Sarawak program recently concluded in this video. Enjoy the video.
Congratulations to all hosts of homestays and kampungstays in Sarawak for being awarded Malaysia Tourism's Excellence MaTex Certificate of Excellence and COVID-19 SOP Adopt and Adhere Guidelines Certificate of Compliance. I am so impressed by the commitment and the hard work from the participating homestays in improving the quality service and delivery of respective homestays. Indeed, I am so touched by all of your efforts. I think this is the very essence of MaTex Business Certifications programs. There is improvement, upgrading, and enhancements that we are better off today than we were yesterday. I hope all the recipients will continue to keep on improving. And COVID-19, as we know, pandemic shall pass, inshallah. And when the time comes, we will be ready to receive our guests.
All right, there's the end of the video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the anticipated moment. Let's begin the virtual certification presentation. For homestay owners, please switch on your camera for the photo session once your name being mentioned. Okey, kepada semua pengusaha homestay, mohon untuk buka kamera kita orang supaya apabila nama disebut, nama kamera kita orang ataupun video kita orang akan dipinkan di sebelah bersama-sama dengan ketua pengarah dan juga champion kita ya untuk sesi bergambar. Alright, thank you. Okey, kita akan mulakan. Okay, kita ambil feel, alright, di Sarawak. Walaupun tak boleh terbang, kita ambil feel sahaja, bunyi sape. Okay, for information, recipients will receive 2 certificates, MaTEx Certificate of Excellence dan YBhg 19 Certificate of Compliance. Tanpa membuang masa, saya akan menyebut setiap pengusaha homestay yang berjaya dipersijakan. Mohon pengusaha untuk on kamera masing-masing bagi sesi fotografi ya. Okey, kita akan mulakan dengan penerima yang pertama, Cik Ahmian Anaudeka daripada OPAP Homestay. Okey, Dana boleh pinkan Cik Ahmian, ada buka video ke? Maaf ya, saya kurang nampak sebab saya nampak berbeza sikit. Okey, Cik Ahmian tak buka ya? Okey, tak apa. Okey, penerima yang seterusnya, Azhar Najmat dari Dorot Jagoy Homestay. Ada ke? Tak ada? Tahniah. Okey, seterusnya, Puan Catherine dan Michael, si Tim dari Badul Homestay, Singai. Hai Puan Catherine, okey, tahniah. Sesi fotografi yang berbahagia Dato dan juga Mr. Uzaidi. Okey, Daniel boleh ambil fotografi. 1, 2, 3. Alright, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Tahniah, Puan Catherine. Okay, seterusnya, Cik David Lian Labang dan Lucy Bulan daripada Labang Longhouse Homestay daripada Barrio. Yang paling jauh ya, Barrio, Miri. Cik David. Okay, nampaknya Cik David dia agak sukar sikit untuk on. Dia punya sebab internet agak limited. So, seterusnya Puan Dayang Nalin daripada Dinalin Barrio Highland juga. Rasanya ini pun tak dapat juga bersama sebab dia orang agak limited untuk internet connection di sana. Okey, yang seterusnya Puan Fatimah Tua daripada Kampung Satu Beng Homestay. Okey. Puan Fatimah. Alright. Yang ni dia orang kongsi video ya daripada Puan Hanifah, mereka bersama-sama berkumpul. Okey, 1, 2, 3. Okey, sekali lagi 1, 2, 3. Okey, terima kasih. Yang seterusnya, Encik Gilbert dan William daripada Pakiu Homestay, Bung Jago Tourism juga tidak dapat bersama kita pada hari ini. Seterusnya, Puan Haja Jamila Syukri daripada Kampung Santubong Homestay. Terima kasih Puan Haji Jamila bersama dengan kita pada hari ini. Alright, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Alright, thank you Puan Haja. Seterusnya Puan Hanifah Kifli daripada Kampungstay Homestay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, terima kasih. Seterusnya, Puan Lina Najomek daripada Lina Homestay, Bung Jagoy Tourism. Okay, Cik Lina boleh onkan kamera. Ke tak boleh? Alright, thank you. Seterusnya, Mintina anak sawut dan juga Sebia anak sawut daripada Min Homestay, Bung Jaga Tourism. Adik-beradik, rasanya ada tadi ya. Okey, terima kasih Puan kerana bersama. Alright, sesi fotografi 1, 2, 3. Lagi sekali 1, 2, 3. Alright, terima kasih. Seterusnya, Cik Nawan Bala daripada Bala Metu Homestay, Barrio Highland. Oh, Cik Bala ni ada tadi. Cik Nawan. Alhamdulillah. Alright. Okey, yang ni jauh ya daripada Barrio. Okey. Sesi fotografi 1. Okey. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Sekali lagi 1, 2, 3. Alright, thank you Encik Nawan bersama-sama kami yang jauh. Okey, seterusnya Hajah Romlah Haji Kasim, Homestay Silkandis. Adakah Hajah Romlah? Okey. Hajah Rom tak ada bersama kita hari ini. Seterusnya, Encik Scott Apoy Ngimat daripada Ngimat Ayu House, Barrio, daripada Barrio Highlands. Barrio Highlands, jauh juga ni daripada Barrio juga. Rasanya ada tadi, Cik Scott. Alhamdulillah. Okey, sesi fotografi. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, thank you. Alright, seterusnya Puan Morziah Ibrahim, Kampung Santubong Homestay. Okay, sesi fotografi 1, 2, 3. One more, 1, 2, 3. Alright, terima kasih Puan Morziah. Dan yang terakhir penerima kita iaitu Tuan Haji Zawawi Embong daripada Homestay Silkandis. Tuan Haji Zawawi. Okey. 1, 2, 3. Alright, lagi sekali. 1, 2, 3. Okey, terima kasih Tuan Haji bersama-sama kami hari ini. Tahniah. Okey, makanya baiklah, itulah tadi 16 penerima sijil MaTEx Certificate of Excellence dan YBhg 19 Certificate of Compliance. Sebelum itu, mohon semua pengusaha homestay on kamera masing-masing bagi sesi fotografi secara menyeluruh di dalam Zoom ini. Untuk skrin yang pertama, okey, mohon semua. Okey. 1, 2, 3. Ada Puan Ahmian. Halo Puan Ahmian. Okey. Untuk skrin yang kedua. 1, 2, 3. Okey, lagi sekali. 1, 2, 3. Alright, rasanya sudah. Semua slide, semua view. Okey, terima kasih semua kerana sudi bersama hari ini. Dan congratulations to all the recipients. Tahniah kepada pengusaha homestay di Sarawak sebab kita kaya dipersediakan. Dan dengan kekangan ada internet, ada yang terpaksa minjam homestay yang lain, contohnya di Bario, mereka bersama-sama ada yang menumpang homestay masing-masing, berlainan homestay. Jadi itu bukan pengalah bagi mereka untuk terus memberi kerjasama dalam program ini. Despite of the pandemic and technical issues with the internet connections, all participants were awesome, giving a great cooperation and support each other during this process. I'm grateful with all the supports, and kita berharap semoga pandemik ini akan berakhir dan semua perniagaan dapat dijalankan seperti biasa. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the program. We would like to express our appreciation to all the attendees, all the participants, and all that involved indirectly and directly. Okay, thank you kepada Dato kerana meluangkan masa pada hari ini, dan juga kepada Puan Jamila. Salam takziah daripada kami, sudi bersama kami pada hari ini. Okay, so once again on behalf of the organisers, we would like to thank you very much. Okay, dengan tu kami YBhg ingin mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi terima kasih kepada semua dalam melaksanakan program tu, dan diharap kita akan berjumpa lagi. Last but not least, patuhi SOP, safe and stay vigilant.